Why do we do fieldwork as geographers? Just stay in classroom, read textbook. I don't think you will love geography as much. Okay? We do fieldwork is because this can help you understand the concepts better. Okay? You appreciate better and hands-on experience. You can go out, you can try, you can play around with instruments, do things outside of the classroom. Of course this will also be useful for you because in the upper sec, if you choose to do geography, fieldwork is something that we will do from lower sec every single year. We'll always do something that's related to fieldwork, related to geographical investigation. So this entire idea of fieldwork from lower sec is to help you acquire some skills so that when you go on to upper sec, right, it will support your learning. Today's lesson is about pre-fieldwork. So what we're going to do is, we want you to be a little bit excited about what the fieldwork is going to be. There are a lot of things that you can learn, you can study, but not just confined within the classroom. You will understand some of these challenges that we will face, what real geographers they do. So in this entire fieldwork, we are going to find out how clean is our water. You can see some of you already see on your table, there are 4 bottles of water. They are different. Make sure that it's closed tightly, okay? You can even turn them around and observe some of these things. What we're going to do is, at the end of today, we are going to find out which of these bottles of water is drinkable. Let's take a look. These are the 4 containers already on your table, labeled A, B, C, and D. I want you to be careful. Please look to the screen first, okay? I give you some instructions before you carry on. During field work, you want to collect data, correct? In order to collect data, you must make observations. And to do observations, you have to use your 5 senses. Today, we are just going to use 3 of your senses. You tell me, what does it smell like?
It smells like funky smell. Disgusting.
Smells disgusting.
Like fish smell.
Smell like fish, okay? Smell like a fish tank.
I had a person before and it literally smelled like the This smell like water grass.
When you what?
Water grass.
Put water grass. Oh, so that means got a grass or vegetation smell. Okay, that's very good. So write this down. Don't just write down funky smell, not enough. Describe a bit of the smell. How does it smell like?
Smell fishy.
Yes. Share what is it that you all have observed from each of the container. Okay? So let's start with this. Let me see. Group 4. Afiq, can you share with me an observation of container A? Looks dirty. Okay. Why does it look dirty? Can you describe a little bit more? Okay, so there are rocks or particles at the bottom of the container. See, Qingming. Can you tell me another observation, sight, things that you can see from the container A?
It looks cloudy. There are particles in the water which looks like soil.
Oh, Okay, so you mentioned that it has a cloudy appearance, and looks like there are particles that looks like soil. Can you give me what does the color of the water looks like? Brownish, okay? So it has a cloudy appearance and brownish in color. Very good. Now, we go on to a little bit deeper. So we go on to the next part we call interpretation. Actually, interpretation and observation, they are words that you already know. For observation, you're talking about things that you see, things that you can feel, you can touch, you can look straight away. So in questions, I will ask you to give things that you can see. Description, correct. So observation is about descriptions, things that you can see, things that you know 100%, you're certain. Because it's based on what you can see, based on maybe what you can feel, based on your senses. Okay? Interpretation, when you interpret something, you are going into explanation, correct? For explanation, it might not be something that you know for sure, but you are trying to, based on the description, come up with when we say explanation, we always say give reasons. Very good, Sabari. So you are trying to explain why. We try here, description on one side, and then now we have interpretation. Can you give me an explanation? Why got pebbles and small particles there? Why do you think there is sand or pebbles inside the water? What could it mean? Where do you think the water comes from? Comes from the sea, comes from the river, because these are places that will have sand. Maybe got soil erosion. That's why inside the water itself you can collect this. Okay? So you see that this is an interpretation. You don't know 100%, but you are sort of making an educated guess based on the sample that you have, based on evidence or data that you have collected. Let's talk about the observation in B. And this time around, I want your smell. What can you smell? Chin Yi, can you share? What observations do you have about B? About the smell.
Smells like water grass.
Smells like water grass. Okay, so smells like water grass. So smells like there is a grass type of smell there. Okay, some more. Okay, Elvis.
Smell like rain.
Smells like rain.
Drain.
Drain. Okay, smells like a drain. Okay, so these are some examples of description. I show you one particular description. I want you to think and tell me, can I make this observation?
Yeah, because it smells like a pond.
Yes, because it smells like the pond. That's Sabari's answer. Jerian, what do you think? Is this third sentence a good observation? No, not a good observation. Can you tell me why? Is what? Not specific enough. I'm so specific, I say that it's from the pond. From what type of pond? Okay, how about if I change this to from a fish pond? Is this specific enough? Yes? Remember, when we talk about observation, it should be something that you can see, you can smell, and you're 100% sure. Can you be 100% sure that it is from the fish pond? Xingyi, can you be 100% sure that this is from the fish pond? No. This shouldn't be under observation. This should be under interpretation, correct? This would have been better as an interpretation. And even for interpretation, right, you don't say 100% for sure. You make a good guess. The water might be from a fish pond. Because this shows that from the evidence, from the observations that you took from here, you make a good guess, you interpret, you find the meaning, and then you come over to this, you try to explain it. Now that you have looked at A, B, C, and D, right, it's time to compare them. Remember what is the question that we are trying to answer here? We are trying to find out which of this water is clean enough, or which one do you think is clean so that you can drink them. Correct? Who will choose to drink from A? Nobody, Who will choose to drink from B? Joshua, you'll drink from B. Why? Just now you said B smells like what? Just now B smells like what? Water grass. Okay. And then, other than water grass, I thought just now somebody said like smells like fish, smells like drain. Yo, all these things. You want to drink from that? Who will drink from C? Who will drink from D? Oh, very good. Okay. Qi Xian, can you please come? Let's welcome Qi Xian. Can you taste it? What does it taste like? Normal water. So taste, got taste or not? No taste. Okay, so it's tasteless. Does it burn your tongue or anything? No. Okay. Can you tell me why you chose C, right? Why don't you choose to drink A?
You see the color?
You see the color. So it's because of the color you don't want to drink.
No.
Correct?
Also got particles.
Also got particles. Okay, so he say got the color lah, got particles, all these things, so he wouldn't drink. Thank you very much, Qi Xian. Okay, just now, D. Who say we'll drink from D one? Okay, Kasih, come. You try. Okay, shh. Let's listen to Kasih. What does it taste like?
Plain water.
Tastes like plain water. So can you describe the taste? Shh.
Yeah, normal. Taste normal. Plain.
Taste normal, plain, tasteless. Got any smell or anything? Suddenly cough already. Then after she collapsed and faint. Anything else to add? So, do you think that there's any difference between these two? Maybe. But can you tell? Not yet. Okay. Can you tell me why you don't drink from B? No. Shh. Wait. The question was, because she said she will drink from D, correct? Now I'm asking her, why she didn't choose B? Why?
Because of the color.
Because of the color and the texture. When, okay? When you touch it, just now when y'all were trying the B, right? When y'all were touching it, how does it feel like? Feels like jelly like that. Maybe got a little bit sticky. Okay, thank you very much. I want to ask a second question. What if I go and filter the water? Y'all got do filtration in class, right? Science class, if I put filter paper, I filter away. Can or not? What if I boil the water? After that, I can drink? Still cannot? Okay. Are there drinks that you take that is colored one or not? Oh yes. So that means not a good gauge, right? You say that all these things can be can drink one. The smell? Okay. Wait. Then let me ask you another question. Are there things that you cannot drink, but it looks clear? Oh, yeah, bleach is clear, but you cannot drink, right? That was just to show you that actually got drinks that are colored that you drink, correct? Correct or not? Are there, and like what you all have said, are there drinks that you cannot drink even though it's transparent? Okay. So, my question to you now is it enough to just use your senses to tell whether the water can drink or not? Is it sufficient to just use your 5 senses to tell whether a sample of water can be drunk? It's not enough. So, can you tell me why not? Why is it that just using your senses are not enough? Sabari? Some water have poison inside and you cannot see. Just by seeing or smelling, you cannot smell. There might be things dissolved inside the water. Elvis? Wow, very good. There can be microscopic things inside, such as bacteria is microscopic and it doesn't have a color. Okay? We have just tried the part about which one is safe to drink, correct? And I wanted to ask you this question. So do you think it is enough to just observe to determine the quality of the water? No. Can you tell me why? So just now you have already said something like there could be microscopic organisms inside, there could be things dissolved inside, or okay, there could be, it might be just even salt water. This is why we need to do proper water testing. And we use instruments to actually test all of these things. And that is where your fieldwork is going to come in. Okay? During your fieldwork phase, what we're going to do is we're going to go out of the class. We're going to bring you to a place where there is water that you can collect, and you will be using some of these instruments to determine these things about the water. Dissolved oxygen, pH, and some other things, okay? Will you be able to tell how much dissolved oxygen there is just by looking? Cannot, right? Other things, we will even be using some kits, quite scientific one. You can add chemicals inside, look at the reaction, and then you can observe how it looks like. And this one you will not be using, but we will show you some of the samples, okay? These are actually machines, data swans are machines that we can dip inside the water. You don't even need to collect the water. You leave it inside, they can analyze and collect the data about the water. This is how the person do it. He'll lower the whole data swan into the water itself and they can analyze the water from there. This is the place you will be going for your fieldwork. It's a place known as Jurong Eco Garden. On this website, on the Sustainability Learning Lab, they actually have some resources for you. The website looks like this. You can actually go in, click on topics, And then when you enter, you will see that there are videos inside. Okay? These videos will teach you how to use the instruments. So on the day itself, when you arrive for the field work, you already know quite well how you are supposed to handle the instruments, how you are going to use the instruments to collect data. Watch the videos on how they do water testing. Specifically, we are looking at 3 of these videos because these are the things that you'll be doing for your field work.